No one can hear us, but now they can hear us. Good morning. I forgot my bell. Well, I didn't. It's in my bag. I'm not picking it out. Good morning. I'm Toni.
I'm Christy.
And this is Study Hall.
Class is in session.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I think my bell's at my desk at home. I kind of forgot about it.
That's all right. It's a good place for it to be.
That's right. It's safe. It's not going nowhere. So
know where it is.
So welcome. We always come on Saturday. Always. Most of the time we're here Saturday at 9 o'clock. It's normally, actually, I'll be honest. It could be anybody. Me and anybody. How about that? Normally it's Josh, and Christy's done it several times now. You've become a regular too. So maybe it'd just be the Christy and the Toni show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We can do that CNT.
There we go.
I think we'll create our own little thing.
I have to.
Josh, you're out. No, he likes being on. He likes to share everything. So good morning, everybody. Let's see who's popped on. Hey, there's Barbara and Denise.
Denise, always, and Leah. Yay. Morning, ladies.
Yep, I have coffee.
Have you got coffee too?
Gotta have coffee.
Go get mine.
Go get your coffee.
Yeah.
So we do have a special guest today. Mary McCarthy's going to come on about 9:15ish. She's in the process of traveling she's teaching today somewhere in Orlando. But she's going to come in and talk about her classes coming up. So that's kind of fun. We love when we have special guests coming in. I'm already having a hot flash thanks to the coffee. I don't have AC at home.
I know. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. They give us an AC unit for our window, and it takes care of the bedroom at night. But the rest of the house is humid.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take long, especially with all the rain we've been having.
Right, and especially being in the 50-ish woman as I am, you got to have that
You're
AC.
a mature woman.
I'm a mature woman. That's what it is. I'm having personal summers every hour of the day.
I know. I was having one the other day when I was getting my hair cut.
Good morning, Betsy.
It was taking forever for my hair to dry.
Yeah, that's kind of where I feel too. My hair's a little damp still. Anyway, welcome to Florida. So let's talk a little bit about other things going on in the shop, and then I'll have Mary come on and for a few minutes, and then we'll talk about classes because we have a bunch of things happening with June starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't believe already June.
Half the year.
Half the year's
Yeah,
gone
we're going to
already.
do the Toni and Christy show. There
Yeah.
you go. We're speaking each other's language there.
Finishing each other's sentences. We do that regularly. We've been around each other long enough. That means
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
it's a good thing.
It's a wonderful
like
thing.
your husband. Don't you guys finish each other's sentences sometimes?
Sometimes. Not
Yeah.
a lot. He doesn't think like me. Just doesn't.
So that's probably a good thing. No,
It is. It's a good thing. So first, let's talk about the 25-day because you're kind of running this up with Kim. You and Kim are kind of helping to design it and getting all the trinkets for this. You want to talk about this a little
Sure. 25 days of so much fun, and it will be so much fun. And you will get a box or some kind of a nice big container. We haven't figured out which one we're gonna
bit?
put everything
Could
in
be a
yet.
container.
Could
Not
be
a box?
Container. It could be a box. It could be.
Ooh, that's nice.
I got all kind of ideas. So we'll see.
Don't spill the beans yet.
Nope, keeping it a surprise. And then inside, when you get that, you will find 25 items. They'll all be individually wrapped. They'll all have a sticker on them that'll say like day 1, day 2, day 3 through to 25.
Mhm.
And then you've got a choice. You can either open day 1 on December 1st, day 2 on December 2nd, and progress through Christmas. So that's like you're extending Christmas. Or you can kind of not cheap, but do them all December 1st.
You can do whatever you want.
Or all December 25th, not 31st,
Or
25th.
or January 1st, whatever, any day you want.
And the really cool thing about it that Josh added to it that I think is nice is we're going to have an exclusive event in January. And that'll be just to those that have bought the box. And we're going to have all kind of things and specials and stuff like that to go that day as well. And,
Friday evening, so it's coming.
and I'm kind of working Saturday too.
We're holding. We're
Oh,
holding.
there
Are
we
we
go.
back? Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Yeah. So anyway, so it's going to be fun.
All
It's
right.
going to be really fun. I want to make.
You notice how it blipped out when you said you had to talk to me?
Yeah.
So they can't hear what you were talking about? It's strategically done.
Yeah.
But we have less than like 7 of these left.
Yeah, exactly. I just checked.
They're going fast. And then we know Joanne's going to get one too.
Yeah, I have a couple people that have said, "Oh, I need to sign up and get one." And I'm like, "You better hurry up, because when they're gone, they're gone."
Yep.
So, yep, you don't want you to miss out. And then it's always fun that open them with a friend or something like that. You know, everybody.
Well, you said you were going to do little videos or something.
Yeah,
daily
we are.
videos.
We're going to do daily videos to explain to you kind of why we put that together or why that day is what it is and stuff like that.
We're actually talking about having everybody on the staff do one day.
Yeah,
Which would be kind of cool. You guys get to meet the staff a little more intimately too.
Yep. So it'll be fun. So we'll broadcast that later in the day, maybe about 8ish or something, to give everybody a chance to open it if you want.
Later in the day is 8ish.
Well,
You mean in the evening or in the morning?
in the evening.
Okay. 8 in the
Sorry.
morning is really early.
Yeah.
And 8 at night, I'm in bed.
Well,
We'll figure it out. We're just teasing her.
but that's when it'll broadcast. So that if you
Correct.
want to open it like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
after dinner with a friend or something like that, then you can open it then. Or if hopefully you're still somewhat awake at 8 o'clock at night, if you want to open it with us, then you can do that as well.
It'd be fun.
So yeah.
Look what Leah said.
What did she say? I can't read it.
Oh, a Santa sack could be an option. That's a really cool idea,
Ooh,
Leah.
That is, Leah. Oh, that's cool.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Make a little
Mm.
Santa bag and we can embroider, cut up and sew on it. Ooh, Leah,
Thank you,
thanks for the
Leah.
idea. We're going to run with that somehow. We just don't know what it looks like yet. Excuse me.
I got all kind of ideas. We're just trying to see what everything is and how big it's going to make and how big of a box or something we'll need for it. And then we'll decide what it's going to go in.
So that's the bigger thing. We don't know every piece in it yet. And that's, that we'll decide the outside packaging.
We're getting there. We're about halfway there.
Good.
With all the items that'll go inside. So, yep.
Awesome. So sign up. Only 7 of those left. And once they're gone, they're gone. Pat says breaking up. Yeah, we know. We kind of skipped when she said she needed to talk to me. And then Pat says she got her AccuQuilt. All right. Think the boxes are his new cat tower. Her cat loves the boxes for the AccuQuilt. That's pretty cute. That's fun, Pat. Thanks for sharing. So a couple other things I want to talk about before we jump in and get Miss Mary on and share our StreamYard with us is June starts tomorrow. What happens in June? Do you know what happens in June?
June's kids' classes start. And what else do you want me to say?
You're not thinking like Josh.
Okay.
June Spectacular Jamboree.
That's right. Oh, sorry.
We're so excited.
I'm on Christmas.
I know she's totally. That's all right.
I'm skipping the rest of the year.
She's gonna catch up. It's all good. June Spectacular Jamboree starts Monday. So we've got some specials working in. We actually have a couple classes kind of geared around it. We'll talk about those in a minute. Josh and I were talking about some other things we got coming up for you guys to have fun celebrating Halloween in June. We have some fun new fabric. We should have brought over the little dolls. We'll do that Monday, but Josh will be back Monday to talk about those. But there's some really cute panels. Both locations have some great new Halloween stuff. So watch Monday morning at 9:00 with Joanne and Josh, J&J, to learn all about the June Spectacular Jamboree.
And he's going to be here this year. Last year he was in China, so this year he's here.
That's right.
And so who knows what's going to happen throughout the month.
Exactly. We don't even know. This will be the 3rd year, though. This is our 3rd year doing it. So it's pretty exciting.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why it's exciting. It's just fun and exciting. So
he makes everything fun.
Leah says, try to get my husband a big hint about he didn't get it. Tony, please call him. All right. You want me to call him? I'll call him and tell him to get you a box. I'll do that here in a little bit, Leah.
We're here to help.
That's right. We're enablers.
I had a girlfriend whose husband actually did buy her one already.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. He bought her one last year from somewhere else, and she got such a big kick out of it that he went ahead and as soon as I told her about it, she put the hint in his cap and he went right in and bought it for her. So
good man.
I know. Good hubby.
Good hubby. All right. So enough about the Christmas stuff. We'll talk more about that as we get closer. And once it fills up, we'll let you know because then you can't get any more. So June Spectacular Jamboree. We have Mary McCarthy coming on here in a few minutes. I haven't seen her pop into our studio yet. But if you don't know what she's about, she is teaching an alterations class and a bodice fit class. And she's going to be our first teacher that we kind of do across both locations. I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So she'll be in St. Augustine on June 13th, aka Black Friday.
I was going to say Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. That's not Black Friday. Friday the 13th. So she'll be up in St. Augustine doing alterations. It's an all-day class. I'm going to have her speak into that a little bit. And then she's going to come back on Saturday into Palm Coast. And we're going to do bodice fit. I'm going to have her speak a little bit more into that. Hey there, Miss Maria. We were talking about you this morning. Hope you're healing well. We do miss you.
Miss you so much, girl.
Yep. So we were saying, well, should we call her? You said, yeah, we need to call Maria. We'll call her later on today. Good morning, Miss Sam. So, but we have some other things that are coming up in September, October, and November. Guys, I schedule. I've already got most of 2026 already scheduled out. It's not all on the calendar yet, but it's planning out almost. So we have Angie and DJ from Five Little Monkeys coming in September. They're going to do a I don't want to call it a trunk show because it's really more of like a lecture demo where they're going to teach us more about Quilter Select rules, tools, and that's going to be a whole thing Saturday. So it'll be here in Palm Coast or Sunday.
And they are so much fun.
They're really
they're
a hoot.
Great instructors and a lot of fun.
So they will be coming on Sunday to do a trunk show. We're going to have the store open only for everyone who signs up. So it's kind of an exclusive event. And then on Monday, there won't be no sewing studio. And I think this is September 13th and 14th. And the 14th is she's gonna be doing Dresden plates, which is a really cool.
Oh, that's good.
She's got some really cool tools. Some of my favorite tools, like the Prairie Point tool. You ever used that one? The
Yes.
metal one. And then some a turning tool that's really cool. So again, limit seating. Sign up early. That's what I'm telling you.
Precision turning tools.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about. I
Mhm.
love that. In fact, I have it today for my class.
Perfect. Oh, yeah, definitely, because she's doing the Annie classes. So, the reason I'm popping these seeds in and talking about them, the classes will fill up. They are on the calendar. So that's in September. October, Nina, finally, we got everything together. So Nina and I will get those classes up probably this week. She's in October. She's going to be doing a paper foundation class that she designed, and it's it's a cool star. And then she's going to do a quilted jacket.
Oh, love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm excited about the quilted jacket.
Me too.
She's done several classes. I've seen her students finish it. It's just amazing. The catch is you got to have a quilted quilt before you can do that class. So just keep that in mind. You give it time. October, if that class is coming up, get those quilts done this summer and have it ready for that class. And then in November, we got boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom. We have beach potato embroidery.
I saw that.
Isn't that funny? I just love the name, beach potato.
Yes.
Instead of a couch potato, you're a beach potato. They offer a lot of kits, embroidery kits that do projects in the hoop. We met them at Daytona and then again at Lakeland. That's when we kind of firmed it up. Hey, we want you guys to come out. So they said, okay. So they gave us a couple dates and November was open. So we said, okay, let's do it.
Awesome.
And they're going to do it over 2 places as well. So they're going to do ornaments. I don't have the samples in St. Augustine. And then down here, they're going to do a zipper pouch. So all that information is also, excuse me, allergies are just kicking my butt. Those are all in the November calendar. I don't know what days they are. It's a Friday, Saturday. Oh my goodness. That's why I brought my water.
Yeah.
So Maria misses us.
Oh, it's nice to know, sweetie. Stay with a PT though.
That's right.
Get you back here faster.
Maybe she's going slow for a reason. She don't want to get back here.
Oh.
I'm sure she's itching to get moving. Maria doesn't sit still. So anyway, look ahead in the classes, look ahead on the calendars, cutupandsew.com, and you just type on the calendars you want. And then Christy and I were talking about more Zoom classes that you want to teach.
Yep. She's
She's got some great little projects coming up over the next couple months. So she's going to add a Zoom element, which we'll probably get on this weekend as well for her. So, and we'll talk about those in a minute. The Friday 13th must be a special Halloween stuff on that day. Yes, Miss Pat, I'm planning something for that day. And Josh, he'll probably plan something for that day too.
I was going to say, he probably come dressed or something.
I was just thinking he'll probably be dressed up. I mean, how often does Friday the 13th happen in Spooktacular Jamboree? Yeah, exactly. Great for the Zoom. Pat is all about Zoom classes. She wants to take classes. So
good.
We need to make sure you have availability for that. So,
yep.
I still don't see Mary.
That's all right.
So
She may be
you know
running
what?
A few minutes late.
That's right. We're going to just
Keep going.
keep talking. We've got a plethora of stuff to show. And I'll be honest, I didn't make my little cheat sheet because I had a plethora of stuff to show. I didn't need to make a cheat sheet. We'll see how good this works. So in June, we really are focusing heavy on our kids' classes. We have so many, and we can't stress that enough. Share it out there. You can download the flyer on our website. Let me see if I can put that link up there. I think it's on the banner. Do I have it on the banner? Yes, I do. Look at that. So you see the banner. That's where you can go find this flyer and all the different classes. It's easier that they're all in one place. We have a bucket hat. I think this one's almost full, actually. I think there's like at least 4. So this will be a good one. This one is, this one's in July. Let's talk about June. I want June classes.
Okay, there
but
we go.
That's still, and we have our kids classes this year done in 3 stages. Kind of, we wanted our kids from the last couple of years to grow and do something different and find something a little more challenging to create more skills levels. So that's the bed caddy.
Yep.
So that's stage 1.
And then this one is
that one's June.
Yeah, this is a stage 1 also.
And we have kids classes in Palm Coast and in St. Augustine. So check out those.
This one was stage 2. The hat's a stage 2. Yep.
Oops.
We're moving the
door.
table. But that is so cute.
Mary has popped on. I know she's in a class, so we're gonna switch gears really quick.
There we go.
and we just pop her right onto the stage because that's the way we roll.
Hi, Miss Mary.
Hi, I'm on my phone. How
It's
are
a
you?
pretty quilt behind you, though. That worked out
Isn't
really
that
nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? I thought it would be a nice backdrop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Great. It's raining outside, but I had to drive to a different location, so I'm here just in time. But it's all good. Yeah.
That's right. And I know you got a class to go, so we won't take too much of your time. But I would love to just kind of have a conversation with you.
Great.
Wait, you want to share with everybody who you are, how long you've been teaching, and all that fun stuff?
Okay. Well, my name's Mary McCarthy. I've been teaching for a very long time, and I'll be teaching at both locations for Cut Up and Sew. I'm looking forward to seeing your new store. Anyway, so I believe it's in 2 weekends. I will be teaching Friday and Saturday at St. Augustine and then Palm Coast. And what we're going to learn is how to do alterations. I am a garment sewer, although I have great admiration for all you quilters out there. But anyways, the alterations class is very popular because everybody's got something in their closet that doesn't quite fit. And so what I'm going to teach you is the most common alteration is hems. So we're going to talk about how to hem jeans, how to hem whatever you've got. And then we'll go into some other stuff, depending on what the students want to learn and how much time we have. So if you're going to join us in either of those locations, and the exact times of whatnot are on the website, of course. For the alterations class, just bring whatever things that you want to fix, and we just kind of go from there. There is a process. There are a certain set of steps that you go through when you're doing alterations, but it's a great skill to learn. It helps you beef up your wardrobe and get you into those clothes that you think don't quite fit that are hanging in your closet. So it's really a lot of fun. And then the other class that I'm teaching is about fit. So since I'm a garment sewer and teacher, I think it's really important to help people understand the basics about good fit before they even get started on any garment that they're going to sew. So that's what we're going to be doing. Alterations and fit, and they're both kind of related too. They have some overlap as far as what you learn, and so yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to it.
So the bodice fit class, though, is more focused on the top part, or is it the entire body?
Yeah.
No,
there's just we call it a bodice fit because we just focus on the top part. And then the other fit that I do is pants. And so that's actually what I'm teaching today. So yeah, they're separate. I just want to say one of the biggest mistakes that we make in bodice fit is getting ourselves in the right, using the right size pattern. So we're going to talk about how to make sure that you get the right size pattern and the right measurements and such. Yeah.
Oh, and do you also talk into the differences of different brand patterns and how they fit?
Believe it or not, the big four that I call, McCall, Simplicity, Butter It, Vogue, they all work from the same size chart. So
okay.
What you learn about one pattern, I know we have our preferences, but what you learn about one pattern company is going to apply to all of them. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Awesome. I'm trying to think what else. We got any questions for Mary?
I know. So the second day, it would be bodice because like I love to make dresses and stuff, but I have a hard time fitting because of my shoulder, way my shoulders are and stuff. So that's one thing you can help me do is make sure I can fix that. Yay. I'll be there.
Yeah. I have shoulder issues. I got all kinds of issues. So yeah, we're going to go over the basics, the most common fit challenges. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
And so the other thing is we had talked about a pant fit class, and it's funny, after I scheduled it, then people are saying, hey, do you have somebody? Well, we'll do that later on, but yeah, this is a perfect time to get the basics, and then you guys make sure you engage with Mary and let her know that we can do it that differently.
Yeah.
Judy asked, is there a particular pattern we use for the bodice fit?
Yes. When I teach the bodice fit class, I provide the pattern because the pattern that I use is some Butterick. It's produced by Palmer Pletch, and that's the method that I use, the fitting method. I've been using it and teaching it forever. It's really effective, and so and then everybody's in the same pattern. And the pattern is a classic button-down shirt with a collar. and a
Mhm.
sleeve. It's a great overall pattern. And so the pattern is designed to help you. It has some extra instructions and guidelines for the fitting process. And so that's why I like to use it. However, what you learn in this class can be applied to any pattern that you have. We all have a drawer full of patterns, right? So yeah, it's a
Yes.
win-win-win all the way around.
We have a bathroom full of patterns.
Yeah.
So I just had something. They're not going to actually make a garment. It's all about fit. It's learning what your
Yeah.
measurements are and how they apply. Okay, so I just make
Yeah.
sure you're not making a garment. You'll have something to make a garment when you go home. But you have all the information.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
there's no sewing machines involved.
That's correct. You just do a lot of paper dolls. No, we work with the
Oh,
pattern
that'd be
because it's fun. You're going to need scissors and a ruler and Scotch tape, because a lot of what we do to get the right fit happens before you cut it out in fabric. So we
That
make
makes sense.
pattern, before you even get there. Yeah. That's the key. Yeah.
Very cool.
So no machine for either day then.
No, alterations needs a machine.
Alterations need machine.
Yes. Alterations needs machine.
Okay, I
and
just want to
basic
clarify that
sewing-
for people listening. Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you.
Okay.
I had a question about that. Yeah. Tony, do you offer the use of sewing machines if people need it?
Forget. Yeah, we do.
Great.
We have machines.
How about, do you have a serger? Can we borrow a serger or two?
Yep, we'll have a serger available if
Great.
you need one. No, not a
That'll
problem.
be great. Yeah.
We sell sergers, so we have a machine. You can
Yes,
use.
I know. So it's a good day to try out if you're thinking about a serger, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Those of us who have
Especially
sergers
with them.
absolutely love them. Yeah.
Especially for garment making. I think that
Sure. Yeah.
to
it
make
really-
a nicer finished project, you need
Yeah.
product. You need the
especially
serger.
hems. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'll be
Yes,
showing how to use their serger to help with their hems. Yeah. So
very cool.
I know. I've recently made a shirt for my husband, and it's the first time I've used the serger to do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, game
Game changer.
changer.
it is. It really is. Yeah. And it makes
Carrie
it
would be very proud of me.
good. And it makes your garments look nice and neat inside and they last longer. Yeah. So
Exactly.
it's a great thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Any other
So,
questions? Yeah.
the only other question I would say, how, if I've never sewn before, is this some kind of can I come to the alteration class?
I think the answer to that is yes. But if it's helpful, we won't have time to show you how to use a machine. So if you have some basic sewing machine knowledge, that would be most helpful. But I would say this is anywhere from level 1 up to 2, 3, and 4.
Perfect.
The fit class is helpful to have a little bit of knowledge about, maybe a little more knowledge. Yeah, but you'll learn a lot. Yeah. So some basic sewing knowledge, I think, is helpful for both classes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to deter people because
Yeah.
everyone needs an alteration. Like you said, everyone's got something in their closet that doesn't fit right.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And learn it, and then you don't have to pay somebody else to do it.
There you go. And then I'll be out of
Good
business.
idea.
No,
No,
I do a
because
lot
you
of
have other
alterations.
things to
I
learn,
do.
teach.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of alterations. That's my business in addition to teaching. But I'll tell you about alterations. Some people love and hate it. I love it because it really you get inside a garment and you really see how they're made, and you pick up a lot of tips and tricks about how the garment industry makes garments. So you learn a lot by getting inside a garment,
Mhm.
yeah,
Apart.
to fix it. Yeah.
I've taken garments apart to use as patterns.
I did that recently.
Learn my pants.
Yeah, I have a sister that's only 5 foot, and she has a hard time finding certain things. And recently, she wanted something. I did just that. I took a garment completely apart, and it was amazing to see how it was done and all that. But how
Yeah.
easy it was to use for a pattern too.
Yeah. Good. That's great. Yeah. They have shortcuts in there that we haven't quite learned yet sometimes. Yeah.
Well, when they're mass producing, they have to have shortcuts.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Well, Mary, I know you got a class to go to. Thank you so much for showing up and talking into our classes. Hopefully we will see you in a couple weeks. Well, hopefully
Okay.
I will see you in
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot and it's a lot of fun. So, yes, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And thank you for letting me join you today.
No problem.
Right.
Thank you
It's
for
our
joining.
pleasure.
Yep.
You have
All
a
right.
great class.
Thanks.
Have a great day, hon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Well, that was fun.
She's a great lady.
She is so sweet in person to engage with her and talk
Yeah.
with her and learn from her. She's really I like her a lot. So
I think that's some classes like that you can always learn something from the instructor, really. So,
Well, I think also was like the alterations, even the bodice, I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from other students because we're all shaped differently. And so some things will work different for somebody versus you, and you can learn what that doesn't work for you. They're going to be both amazing classes, and she's a special teacher. So it's a little more price because we have to pay for her travel. But it's so worth the education. So we encourage you to sign up. It's June 13th and June 14th. So you have to go look at both calendars. So
yes.
St. Augustine's where she's doing the alteration. So you have to go to the St. Augustine calendar and look for June 13th. And then June 14th will be on the Palm Coast calendar. So just make sure you realize you have to look at both of them to sign up for them. So Judy says, you use that suture, girl.
I'm learning, Judy. You'd be proud of me.
Yep. I'm glad she's not sitting there blowing off dust.
No, well, unfortunately, I'm one of those people that I had it about a year before I got it out of the box. But
we have a lot of people like that.
It wasn't because I wasn't trying. It was life got in the way. And so finally I just said, okay, now I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I'm learning.
Excellent.
Yes.
So let's jump back into a couple classes we can talk into before we wrap up our show. I'm going to stick on the serger piece right now because it just popped in my mind. I don't have a sample for it. Cindy is hosting a cover stitch boot camp on July 2nd. So it's one day. Your machine has to do a cover stitch or a chain stitch. Machine meaning like a serger style machine. There's very limited spots. I don't know how full it is. But if you have, like you said, most of us have these machines in our closet because we're afraid to use them. If you have a cover stitch machine, pull it out and come to the workshop, and Cindy will help you feel comfortable and confident in threading and using it in different stitch ways and different stitches. So that is July 2nd. So I just remember that. I always say learn something at each other from classes. Yes, Denise does say that. She learns something more from the community versus the teacher. That's not true, but
well, as teachers, we learn things from our students
all the time. Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, I don't know how many classes I've had where a student will say to me, "But can't we do it this way? Or can I add this? Or can I take this away?"
And you're like,
and it's like, give me 3 minutes.
Let me think this through. It goes against my grain, but I can do it. Yes.
Exactly.
There's always ways.
Exactly.
I always say that, there's 20,000 ways to do a particular process. Just find the one that works for you. And you take the exact same class from 3 different teachers and learn a different way. Yep, and they'll be all right. So, so still sticking with the children's classes. Karen brought in our sample yesterday for our first quilt for children. So if you have a kid that is like, this is a stage 2, I think it is. Let me make sure before I just spit that out. And it's the last 3 days of June, or last week in June. Yes, it is stage 2. So you got to have some experience using a machine. We have a skirt class that Louise is teaching. This is in July, but just again, they can work towards this. So they take a stage 1, stage 2 class, and then at the end of July, they might be ready and confident enough to take the stage 3 class. And we have tote bags. We have pillows.
A stage 2. So that's cool.
We have so many. And it seems a little bit overwhelming, but just get your kid into at least one of them, or anybody speak into it. Share that information out there for everybody.
And you don't have to sign up for more than one at a time.
Right.
So
that's the best part, I think.
Yeah.
They're individual
classes. And so if a date doesn't work for one, you don't have to cancel for the whole thing.
Correct.
So, and if your student was in one of our classes last year and made the pillow, maybe this time they can make
the stage 2 or the quilt. Yeah.
Or the quilt, even though it's still, whatever. So they can either go up or make something else that's on the same stage till they feel comfortable again. Exactly. If they haven't sewn all year, especially.
Exactly. That's awesome. So we have never done camps here because it commits too much of a week for the instructor and for the kid. And we just kids learn better in 2 to maybe 3 hours. We really try to keep it that 2 hour sweet spot. This one is the one that does take 3 afternoons in a row. So this one is a little bit more involved, but just because it's the process of quilting. But everything else is an afternoon or a morning. So, and like I said, we have 4 teachers and 15 classes. So plenty of options to choose from here and St. Augustine.
I was going to say both locations. So yeah, don't let one location over another deter you.
So again, I think what's scrolling at the bottom, you type that in and go visit that page. You can sign up for the kids classes, and you can download the flyer that I've created for you to pass out and hand out to your church groups, your homeschool groups, whatever groups you want to do. So the other class I really want to share, because I'm actually kind of excited and learning more talking to Joanne this morning. Joanne made a quick pop in this morning to drop off some samples. She'll talk more about this on Monday, but it's Saturday, and this class starts next Friday. She is going to do an advanced paper piecing class using a Judy Niemeyer inspired. Actually, I think this is Quilt Works. So it's designed by Judy Niemeyer, but there is a definite technique for putting her style of quilts foundation pieces together. And Joanne has learned all the ways not to do it for you. So it's going to be really easy for you because Joanne's done all the hard work and ripped out and redone, and she's figured it out. So she was telling us, I've been quilting 30 years, and some of the things she was telling me I didn't know about. So it's kind of cool. But maybe you're not ready for the advanced foundation paper piecing. Joanne has an option for you. So if you guys are in our Facebook group, the Cut Up and Sew crew, yesterday she posted a picture of her 2 students from St. Augustine that just finished the beginner quilts. And they're gorgeous. They're stunning.
They did a great job.
So she wanted to have them come down here on Fridays for June to kind of keep growing their skill level. So she's designed this really cool little basic quilt that they'll be doing. And it creates their next step of a combination block in the star, where they just learned half square triangles. So now they're going to learn combination blocks and put this quilt together for June. So if that's something like you've taken Quilting 101 somewhere else, or even with me, this would be the next step that would help grow you in your skills. But wait, she has a menu. She has one more thing. If you want to join her for June in her classes, this quilt she has shown several times, at least the blocks and the setting, sashing on her morning show on So What's Up. And she's going to teach this one as well because there's a special request. So you have 3 choices to sign up and hang out with Joanne 4 weeks in June on Fridays, normally 10:30 to 2:30. I will state the 3rd Friday she will be up in St. Augustine because we have another thing planned here. But she is teaching all four Fridays. And you're welcome to take any one of these classes. She's going to teach all 3 of them in one class. She is a super duper teacher. So, oops, I stepped on it. That one's really cool because she did that one with scraps, and she's been working on it, she said, several years. But I know she's shown it a couple times on the morning show on Mondays for different techniques, how she built into it. So any 3 of those classes or any 3 of those projects are all in one class, just sign up. You're going to sign up for it on Friday under the foundation class, and then when you get to class, she'll walk you through what you need to do to prepare for the other 2 projects. I'm reading what Barbara says. Okay, I think we're back. It hasn't done this in a long time where the internet has like chopped us up twice in a show. So Nancy, I didn't freeze. We just went away. The internet went away and it came back. So here we are, or here I am. Chrissy's wandering around. So good. Thanks, Denise, for the thumbs up. So anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. I don't remember. Just if you're signing up for Joanne's class, sign up under the foundation paper piecing for Fridays.
Exactly. That's where we were.
Okay, good. So we'll try to be a little quicker. You missed the response, Barbara. Let me ask if we can find a teacher that's willing to teach kids how to embroider. It's something I could do. We could do it on EPP Saturday too. We can do it on EPP Club if you want to do it then, because I can do that as well. So,
and she's talking about hand embroidery.
Yep.
Yeah. If you didn't
doing
see
it on
the
their
comment,
jeans, which I thought was kind of cute.
that would be.
So,
that's kind of the latest thing now. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
big stitching and stuff. Yeah. And it's super quick and easy. I just do a back stitch. We can do French knots. I can do it, Barb. Yeah, tell them to come to EPP Club one time. We'll set it up. So call me. Let's talk about your classes real quick so we can wrap up before the internet dies again. And it's
Oh, well, like in June.
I forgot. We do have a witch's hat class too.
Yes, we have the witch's hat class. And
on Friday the 13th for the kiddos, and then on the 21st of June for the adults.
And then in June, the only class that I have is this one, the little bear.
He's so
And
cute.
when
Just
Joanne
gonna
was
pop
in
that
this
on.
morning, she was commenting that she wants to do one with Minky for all the little grands. And I thought that was an awesome idea. So it doesn't need to be just like a memory bear, so to speak. It needs to be a fluffy,
bear.
stuffy bear. Yeah, I'm
She's
always
at
looking here.
She's looking at the computer.
I know. I'm not used to that still. So this is it's so stuffed and so cool and so soft. So that's filled up, but we have a wait list. And so if I get maybe 1 or 2 more people on wait list, I'll schedule another class in the fall.
Yeah.
Because it would be a 1-day easy class. And so we can fit that in maybe where we have a whole later in the fall.
Then the other cool thing about this is a pattern from Funky Factory.
Yes.
They have like 20, 30 different patterns of all these different shapes and stuffies. So this would be a good one for you to just be familiar with the pattern, how to, I always use pattern ease on mine to trace it out and work with it. So you don't have do the bear, but then there's other choices. I'm doing a cat one for my grandbaby. So.
Oh, and there's even like a
dragon.
I was going to say
all sorts of things.
There's even like a doll, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, it's Funky Friends
Factory. Funky Friends
And
Factory.
so yeah, and if you have any of the others that you want to do, just let me know. And I love playing with him.
I can tell. He's so squishy.
He's not even mine. He needs to go back to my great niece because it's hers. And she asked me the other day if he's coming home soon. I said yes. So in July she'll get him back. And then beginning of July, I've got the Hemingway pouch.
This is a popular pouch right now.
Yeah, it really is.
It's
and
so
it
simple.
works. There's like 3 or 4 sizes in the pattern, and then you can decide which one fits your iPad or your Kindle or whatever. And it's very simple. Use just like, believe it or not, half of a zipper, one side of a zipper, because it goes all the way around. And it's both in Palm Coast and in St. Augustine. So,
and this starts our evening classes. So in July, we're going to do some evening classes. We're going to test the water and see how it works. Summer is not the best time to test that water because most people are on vacation, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to brave through and get like people to sign up crazy. So you have it in the 8th, and then the other one's like 2 weeks later or the week later.
July 8th is in St. Augustine at 5:00, and then July 17th is here in Palm Coast at 5:00. And you should be out of here by 8. So just get a quick snack beforehand, or bring something to snack on. And if your fabric is quilted, you'll be out of here in no time.
It's really, really simple.
So it is a fun little pouch.
And our theme for July is Christmas in July. And so we kind of thought this is a great gift idea. Start getting those holiday gifts done. We're putting those classes up in July for you to kind of think ahead. I know 6 months, you don't want to think that far ahead, but
and then when
you'll be here faster than you know it.
And it's fun because when you actually cut this down, you end up with another piece of fabric that is the rest of this triangle shape, and you can make a little pouch with it. And I did that last year.
That's a twofer. I did
that last year for a male friend of ours. He wanted something to put cords and stuff in. And so then I did put a big ring, not this one, but a big ring on the end. and hung the other
Oh,
one
that's
on
so
it. And
smart.
he's like, "Oh my gosh!" She said, "You got me set up." And I was like, "Oh yeah." So yeah, Christmas in July. Think about gifts. I'm trying to think of Sherry Muth. Sorry, she's excited about taking this one, and she's already thinking about Christmas gifts for people.
Mhm.
So got
Perfect.
that one coming up. Then I don't remember what else I have in July. Oh,
Shizzle
ditty bags.
Mhm.
The little ditty bag. That'll also be a great Christmas gift because it's opens completely up, and we can put pockets inside to keep things in. I'm going to try to modify the pattern a little bit to put more pockets
Always
in.
modifies. It's good. It's
That's
good.
my name.
Modify Christy.
Yeah. And so that'll be another item that would be a great Christmas gift. So yeah.
And speaking into that, the ditty bags are really good. So if you've never done any bianning, that's another one of those bianning university, we like to call them,
Yep.
style classes. Are perfect for if you've never done any. It's a great introduction. You'll learn about the zipper. You'll learn about soft and stable. Is
Yep.
there soft and stable in
Yep.
that one? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's a great one. If you want to do one of the bigger bags, you want to start with one of the smaller
Ones,
bags
yeah.
first.
So thank you. That would be a good introduction to the bianni patterns. So, and again, it done one and done in a day.
Mhm.
So we're trying to think about things like that for you in July, that and even going further, that you can get done and have as Christmas gifts. And check them off your list.
That's right. Start getting them done. And you know what? These projects take minimal fabric, fat quarters,
Oh yeah.
10-inch squares, things like that. So where your stash, you can build up a scrappy piece of fabric and do it together. So there's always
Definitely.
ways to think forward. The other thing I want to mention, we have so many classes coming up in July. Like I said, June is more really focusing on our kids' classes. But July, we have a lot of, we have a garment class that Judy's teaching. I'll talk more about that next week. And I'll talk more about our other unique classes. This one I want to talk about because this is July 3rd, before the 4th of July. It's called finishing classes. And this one's going to be ornaments. So Jill does great job at finishing up her embroidery. She loves to embroider. So she has all these different fun designs she's played with. But then she finishes them up. So she also does needlepoint. And so she's kind of got some expertise in finishing up things. So she's going to teach you how to finish. So there's no sewing involved. You have to come to class with your embroidery piece already done. But she's going to teach you how to make that cording. She's going to teach you how to put it all together. And then we have a series of classes she's teaching into the fall. She's going to teach you a stand, how to use a stand to create a great way to use and display your embroidery, and a pillow. So
nice.
This is a great introduction to that, especially if you are an machine embroiderer, or just a hand embroiderer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a word. Thanks to Barb this morning, embroiderer. This is a great class for you to actually finish those and stop having them piled up. Because not everything has to be in a quilt, or everything has to be on a piece of garment. But this would be great for ornaments or packages. You can put it on packages for gifts, like to and from on the back or something. So
that reminds me, I'm making a quilt right now, a baby quilt, and I have extra little squares that have half square triangles in them that make up about like this. Oh, I got extra ones left. I can cut them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have extra,
and save it and put it on the back like baby's first Christmas or something.
There you go. Oh, that's a neat idea. Mm-hmm. Match the baby quilt.
Sam wants a beginner bag. Sam, what kind of bag? A bianni bag, salad, tomato bag? What are you trying to say?
Next time you're in, Sam, let's talk.
All right. And then Sam, we will definitely show the dolls. They are stinking cute. We're going to show the dolls on Monday for Halloween, because Josh will be here and he'll show all that. So maybe we should get Nancy to come on Monday morning too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, she and I are working Monday, so she'll be here.
We'll tell her to be here early so she can be talking about them. So
yeah, she made them. They're adorable.
They're stinking.
And they're much cuter than
the
what
panel
they look like on the panel.
We were all like, ew, those are kind of creepy. And then she did, and we're like, oh, they're so cute. So
yeah,
we changed like
Lance, if you're listening, you're on Monday.
That's right. She don't know if she wants to be on Monday.
She'll be here in a few minutes to pick something up, so we'll tell her then.
Okay. So as always, there's always so many classes. Please check out our website, cutupandsew.com. We've got Palm Coast, we've got St. Augustine, and we have Zoom classes. I'm trying to get that one to look a little more like the other two, but right now when you click on it, it has a couple of Zoom classes, then it has some product. Just ignore the product part. Just look at the Zoom classes on top. And I'll have Christy's classes up by the end of the weekend for that option as well. So Pat can join if she wants to spend the evening.
Yep, we're going to do the Hemingway, I think.
And the ditty bag.
And the ditty bag.
So again, perfect for you to learn the biannual process and,
Yes.
and patterns. So if you have any questions or you want a class, like Sam just said, I want a beginner guide. What's that mean? We would like to know more, Sam. Do you want to, I don't know.
You want a crossbody? Do you want something just to put ID in? So yeah, there's several options that I can whip up for you, Sam. So let's chat.
I love that. Whip up. She's going to whip it up. Whip it up. And then I have a couple things going on this summer too. So again, there's lots of stuff going on in our classes. I don't want to talk too much because it's almost been an hour. So this is not typical for Study Hall. We got to open up the shop and she's got class in 10 minutes. So
yeah, I do.
So I think we'll wrap it up. That's Study Hall for this week.
Thanks for having me.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Class is dismissed. Have a great weekend, guys.
Bye, everybody.